Hello guys, today I want to show you how to bypass FRP on X TIGI V5. There are so many ways for bypassing FRP. Most of them take a lot of time, and some you need to download some software like quick shortcut maker and many more other software. But here is a very simple and useful way for bypassing FRP in most phone. But today I just want to show you how to bypass for X TIGI V5. So how do we do it? Check a look. So the first thing, you need to select a language that you are well concerned of. Then you have to make sure that you have a SIM card on it. Then at the bottom here we have the emergency call. Just tap the emergency call button. Then at the top here we have the emergency information button. So you need to tap that one twice. Then here we are, we have at the top here we have the mark, the pen. You need also to tap the pen. Okay, so here we have to go at the add contacts. Then some other phones here you have to wait for a little bit for the phone to search in the SIM card and bring you the contact or the register for the contacts. Okay, then you have to tap any of the contacts there. Then tap register SIM, and at the top here we have the three dots at the right hand side. Just tap them. Then you tap share. Then go to the Gmail button. Okay, so here we have to skip and then go add email address. Now when we reach this point, you don't need to go to the Google button there, because it will just take you back to the email address where you are supposed to sign in now via your Gmail. Now we don't know the Gmail account for this moment, so what we're gonna do, we just go to others button. Okay, and here you need to type or fill in any email address that you have. In my case, I will tap my email address, and that is okay, there we have it. If you have filled the email address on it, then you go to the manual setup button, and there you will select the exchange button. You don't need to fill the password here, but for us we need to go at the client certificate option. Then on your right you tap the select button. Okay, so here, and this is the most important part that we are going to use, is saying it says that you need to set a lock screen pin or password before you can use credential storage. Click OK. And then now this is the most important part that you need to be well aware of. So we will use the pattern to protect the phone, but this one now will overwrite the previous pattern, the owner's previous pattern that he used to set it. So if we put our new pattern here, it will overwrite the previous pattern. Now we will use this pattern for us to open the phone or even to bypass the Gmail account that it says we have to put the previous pattern. So here you need to be well aware of the pattern that you use here, because you will also need it back to bypass the email address that is being required. Okay, so you can choose any of them, by the way, but in my case I will choose the pattern option. Then I will just use a very simple and clear pattern so that it will be easy for me to remember and use it again to bypass my Gmail account. Okay, there we go. So we have it. The pattern is now, it has already now been overwritten by the current pattern that I have used now. So what you're gonna do now, just shut down the phone. Okay, then put OK. So if you have put off the phone, then you need to power it on again. And be aware that in this way or in this process, we don't need even to sign in via the Wi-Fi or to connect to a network or to connect to any Wi-Fi for us to bypass this FRP. It's very clear. You don't need to sign in to any network at all. So here we are. After powering on the phone, then we have to use the previous or the current pattern that we have used or we have set. So this is the pattern. Put on that away. Okay, so here we are. So we are going to start. After start now, this is the point where now you will be required to use the Wi-Fi, because we need to get a network for it to activate the new pattern that we have already used. Okay, so in my case I will use that Studio One as my Wi-Fi. Then I will use I'll keep my password here. Okay. Okay, so we are connected. So you have to wait for a moment. Then set up as new. Now here we can use the pattern that we have used. This is the the pattern that is being required, the one that we have already used to bypass the phone. Okay. The current pattern that we have set from the beginning. So this is the most important part. Now here we are, after using the current pattern that we have set. You can see here it says you fill in, or you put the email that that was already used by the owner. You can create, but it won't work with the creating part. But at the bottom here we have the skip button. Now this is now the point where we are going to bypass the whole process for the first option. So we're gonna tap the skip button, then tap again skip, and there we go. You can put a name or whatever, then go at the bottom, tap accept, no thanks, pop, there we are. Very easy and very quickly. This is the most useful way for bypassing FRP in most cases, in most mobile phones. There you go, everything is now back to normal. That's it. So remember to subscribe at the bottom and also to like my video. Thank you and bye bye.